Is your Jeep always breaking down? Are you always working on it on the side of the trail? Well, we got just the thing to make your life a whole lot easier. Alright, so in this installation video, we're going to be getting rid of this guy and we're going to be installing two hood struts. And that's definitely something that should have came with the Jeeps from the factory. I know a lot of vehicles have it already, and it's just one of those small things that makes it a lot easier to access stuff inside your engine bay. And if you're, for example, using an air compressor, a lot of air compressors hook up to your battery. So I'm personally opening up this hood a lot to just for that reason. All right, so in my hands, I got the Redline tuning hood QuickLift system, and we're gonna be showing you guys how to install it today. First up, let's go ahead and crack this guy open. In this kit, we see that we have the two gas struts or gas springs. We also have the hood bracket assemblies, which are these guys right here. We have a left-hand fender bracket and a right-hand fender bracket. Finally, just the printed instructions that come with it. All you need to install this guy is a 10mm socket and one of these ratchets. So we're gonna have two of these brackets that mount over to that bolt right down over here. They're directional, so make sure you put the left one on the left one and the right one on the right side. Use the same bolt. Don't want to go too tight with these guys. You just want to make sure it's snug. We're doing the driver's side. And you want to make sure that this part right here is fully flush against this metal piece on your Jeep. And there we go. All right. So this piece, this bracket on the hood is going to go like this. What you want to do to be able to get it inside this slot, because it's a little bit tricky, you want to get the bottom one out, so the one that's, I guess, facing the vehicle. And you want to get this bolt completely out, and you want to loosen this one right until you barely have any threads sticking out on the side. That's going to give you the most flexibility. Now, you want to be careful because if you drop this, it's going to go into the hood, and I'm not sure you're going to be able to get it out. So you got to be extremely careful with this part. And then you're going to want to angle it this way. Angle it probably, I guess, like 90 degrees to make it easier to slot in. Yeah, be careful when you're moving it. Don't be afraid to take it back out and recheck your threads, which is probably what I'm going to do here real quickly, just because I feel like I loosened it up a little bit. There it is. All right. And now once you get it into the slot, you want to slide it as far up as possible, and you want to start hand tightening this top bolt. You want to keep it a little bit loose because next you're going to need to adjust so you can see the bottom slot down here. It's a little bit harder to see, but you can move it with this top bolt if you go slightly to the side. And you could also use like a small toothpick or something like that to be able to align it. Looks like for me it just aligned, so we're just gonna start screwing in the bottom screw or bottom bolt. All right, and once you get both of them in, you want to start tightening them. Now remember, the hood of the Jeep is aluminum, so you want to get it snug to the point it won't fall out, but you don't want to over tighten it. And once you do that, you move on to the other side. All right. So final step is to just install your struts. You can put either one on either side. You want to make sure that this tab is pulled out before you try to force it on. If you're struggling to force it on, this tab probably isn't out enough, and you want to go ahead and make sure that's out of the way. All right, it just clipped in just like that. And now we want to slide that same red tab in all the way to the bottom, and now that bottom part is locked in. And now we're gonna do the same for the top one. The top one's a little bit more difficult as it doesn't have that same red tab, but it should go on just the same way with just a little bit of force. You might need to lift the hood up a little bit and be able to snap this guy on. You should feel the little C-clip behind it expanding as you insert it. And there we go. Just like that, we have one side completely done. Clips on, push that down. And there we go, just like that. All right, check this out. No hands. But yeah, now the system's fully set up, and now the hood is lifted up by the two struts, and she just closed it. Yep, everything went according to plan. The hood closes just fine. And whenever I need to access anything underneath there, just like that, we're, I guess, ready to do whatever we need to. Checking your fluids, because you should be doing that pretty often, or connecting something to your, I guess, battery, like an air compressor. And that does it for this install video. Shout out to Trailing PNW for helping out. But other than that, thanks for watching. Have a good one, everyone.